Okay, everybody, it's the big day. It is Oscar morning. Here we go. I've got the timer set here. Looks like about just under 3 minutes to go. And okay, looks like they have this one screen now. They moved to a different screen, so probably good timing on that. I'm going to turn the music down just for a tad here. Yeah, so I guess real quick here we can give a little preview here of what I expect to happen. Again, I'm thinking Dune, most nominations with 11. Power of the Dog, not too far behind with 9. And then I have King Richard having a really good day here with 7 nominations. West Side Story and Belfast I also have getting 7. Then we'd go to Licorice Pizza with 5. Don't Look Up with 4. Coda with 4. Being the Ricardos with 4. House of Gucci with 4. My tops there. Otherwise, I think Tick Tick Boom is the last one to get into Best Picture with 3 nominations, just in this order here. I think actually it has a better chance than being the Ricardos right now, I think, by most odds makers and stuff. But regardless here, yeah, I do think those. Let's see, otherwise, we'll see if some of my last minute changes kind of helped out there, like Jesse Plemons putting him back into supporting actor, or Marlee Matlin putting her back into supporting actress. Let's see, otherwise, taking Spielberg out for director, we'll see if that might just be one of the foolish things there. Let me see here, otherwise, French Dispatch I put into costume design, that might not pay off. Cinematography, Power of the Dog missing, might not pay off. You might have Nightmare Alley or West Side Story missed there. Let's see, putting King Richard into editing and into score, those are going to be a little tougher, but I don't know. I think it's a popular enough film and stuff. I think it has a chance to do better than we expect. Let's see. Otherwise, speaking of the editing category, I'll tell you one I looked at again. I'm like, ooh, probably. In retrospect, I should have changed it. Was Don't Look Up getting in there, and then it gets at least 5 nominations, then, or 4 if it misses for song or something, or score. But yeah, I don't know. That was one where I was like, I thought about it again. I was like, maybe I should, because it is. I mean, even though it's a divisive film and stuff, I don't know. That editor has not had a problem getting in before under Adam McKay's direction. So, yeah. Even though this is probably the most divisive of his 3 kind of semi-serious, dramedies or whatever so far. Okay, let's see. Otherwise, Godzilla vs. Kong was kind of a late entry for me in visual effects. We'll see if that pays off. Yeah, we'll see. Although some of the short categories I'm going against the grain a little bit.
I may be in the movie capital of the world.
Let's see. Dave Rubin.
Wherever you come together in theaters or in your homes.
Okay, I've got 2 sheets of paper. One of them goes both sides, so hopefully it's a little less flipping and stuff for me to get to the predictions here. All right, we got Leslie Jordan, Tracy Ellie Ross, by the way, doing nominations this morning. So.
Movie lovers unite. Let's meet your announcement hosts, Tracy Ellis Ross and Leslie Jordan.
All right, as I turn the chat off here.
I am so excited. I went to sleep dressed like this.
Oh, nice. They have which categories are coming up next. I love it. Okay, so it looks like they're going to start with the score category.
The Oscars are not tonight. They're on March 27th.
Okay, otherwise I did just take an allergy pill as of 5 minutes ago, so. Okay, otherwise they have trivia. It's going to be really hard not to do that because the first question was, what has the record for most Oscar wins? I'm like, oh, come on, I know that. It's a triple tie. Most wins and nominations total? Oh, who? We'll see. Yeah, the themes they're always like,
movie lovers across the country to help us announce some of the nominees. Are you ready, Leslie? Wait, I'll be right back. This outfit, it doesn't feel right for the Oscar.
Uh-oh, what's he doing?
Okay. All right, well,
sorry.
Oscar nominees in most categories are chosen by members of their respective branches, but nominees for Best
Picture should be the only one
by
not
the
to.
entire Academy membership. And if you stay tuned to find out how this year you, the fans, will be able to get to vote for your favorite movie.
Oh dear.
Movie moment
He's got a boa.
featured on the Oscar telecast.
Oh, goodness.
Understated and traditional.
Very much
Here's the
understated.
Here we go.
nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Jessie Buckley in The Lost Daughter.
I said I would love to see her. She's there.
Ariana DeBose in West Side
Oh,
Story.
come on. Catch Me on a Belfast Mist?
Judi Dench in Belfast.
Wow. Okay, Judy.
Kirsten Dunst in Power of the Dog.
Well, it must
And
not be.
Aunjanue Ellis
Yep, not
in
Marlon
King
Brando.
Richard.
Well, Judi Dench made a comeback then.
My turn. Here are the nominees for achievement in costume design.
Okay, these are totally random. I thought they'd be...
Cruella,
There you go. Dune?
Cyrano,
Nope. Cyrano.
Dune, Nightmare Alley,
Shit.
and West Side Story.
Oh, even House of Gucci missed that one. That's not good.
Costume wasn't nominated again. Well, maybe next year. Here are the nominees for achievement in sound. Belfast,
Shit!
Dune,
No Quiet Place.
No Time to Die,
Or, well, maybe.
The Power of the Dog,
Man, Power of the Dog's probably not
and
good.
West Side Story.
No Tick Tick Boom and sound either.
As part
Ooh.
of our movie lovers
This is not off to a
uniting
great start,
across
guys.
the country, let's go to Troy, Michigan. Joining us are 11 healthcare professionals from Beaumont Hospital. Reading the nominees is physician's assistant and fellow movie lover Shantia Bobo Harden.
Interesting. They haven't done this before.
The movie Girl Trip. Shantia, over to you.
Oh, yeah, great Class C Oscar
Thank
movie.
you, Tracy.
Well, whatever.
Here
People
are
can
the
like what they like.
nominees for achievement in music, original score.
Okay, here we go.
Don't Look Up,
Thank goodness I got one right there.
Dune,
Yep. Give me French Dispatch.
Encanto,
Nope.
Parallel Mothers,
What?
and The Power of the Dog.
Even Displa missed
Thank you
again?
so much, Shantia.
Oh, that is so dumb.
And
That's
thank you
probably the
all
best score I've
healthcare
heard all year.
workers at Beaumont and all across
That's
the country
lame,
who do
Academy.
so much
Lame.
for all of us. Thank you. Leslie, wait. Is that an official Oscar pendant? And if so, why did I get one?
I borrowed it from your Oscar nominations gift basket.
Ah, okay.
And now, adapted screenplay. The nominees
Okay.
are Coda,
Thank you.
screenplay by Sean Hayter. Screenplay by
Oh, I missed it. Drive my car. Alright, it cut out for a second.
Taka Masaoa. Dune,
Okay, Dune's in there.
screenplay by John Spades.
So maybe West Side Story missed?
Denis Villeneuve and Eric Roth.
Close enough.
The Lost Daughter, written by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he couldn't finish. Oh, God.
And The Power of the Dog.
Yep, West
written
Side
by
Story
Jane
missed.
Campion.
Well, that's kind of the first one West Side Story has
Here are
missed,
the
though.
nominees for original screenplay.
Okay, that's just one flip.
Belfast, written by Kenneth Branagh.
Don't Look Up. Screenplay
Okay.
by Adam McKay.
So, did Bing...
Story by Adam
Was I
McKay.
right all this time with Bing the Ricardos missing from my early stuff?
King Richard, written by
I
Zach
think
Galen.
so.
Licorice Pizza, written by Paul Thomas Anderson.
What is it then? Parallel Mothers?
And The Worst Person in the World,
Oh,
written
okay.
by Eskil Vogt and Joachim Trier.
That's interesting.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Short Film. Affairs of the Heart. Bestia. Box Ballet. Robin, and The Windshield Wiper.
Man, I missed like 4 of those.
Another category for me. Back-to-back Leslie.
Yeah, I missed one of them
I
to
think
write
they like
down.
my announcer voice.
Something box.
Now, the
Boxers or
nominees for
something.
Best Live Action Short Film. Well done. A la Kachu, Take and Run,
Okay, I'll just put down take
The
it.
Dress, The Long Goodbye,
There, I finally got one.
On My Mind, and Please Hold.
Wow.
It's so appropriate that I just announced animated
Again,
short
just
film
one of
and
those.
live action short for I Am Animated and Short. Oh,
All right. Okay.
Kareen Hines in Belfast.
Thank you. Give me Troy.
Troy Kotzer
Okay.
in Coda.
I don't know about Jared Leto.
Jesse Plemons
Nope.
in The Power of the Dog.
Oh, I was correct to put him in.
J.K. Simmons in Being the Ricardos.
Interesting. J.K. got in, but not the script.
Cody Smith-McPhee in Power of the Dog.
Okay, I'll take 4 out of 5 and getting Jesse, though. I'll take that one.
Just a few minutes.
I'll take some credit for that.
Announcements coming up, including those for lead actor and actress, director, and best picture.
Okay, how long a break we got? I'll see if they give me another timer here or not.
How much fun is this?
Okay, let's take a quick break here. Whoa! We got some surprises so far. Yeah, Ricardo's missing screenplay. That's not good. It's in for J.K. Simmons, so it's got a chance to get 3 acting nominations. And J.K., I think, is a worthy nominee there. Absolutely. Definitely better than Jared Leto. For sure, in my mind. Otherwise, the other 4 got in. And Jesse Plemons, I am so glad I went back to him. That paid off. Thank goodness. And I am so happy for Jessie Buckley. Again, I think hers was the performance of the film. So I am so glad that got nominated. And Judi Dench is fine in Belfast. I would have preferred Catriona Balfe. Otherwise, I got 3 of them otherwise, and Marlee Matlin missing. Okay, so maybe Coda. Coda's still in screenplay, so otherwise I don't think it's going to miss way too much. But I was convinced that was going to be the one that missed everything so far and then still got in. But Judi Dench it turned out to be that. And this turns out to be her... Oh, God. Let's see if I can... is this nomination number 8 for her? That might be nomination number 8. She's getting up there with her nominations. And, yeah, I think she was fine in the film. I don't know if I would have necessarily put her in over Catriona Balfe, though. Otherwise, Nightmare Alley getting into costume. Okay, that means it's probably not going to... It's obviously not going to be shut out now. But I'm looking... Production design looks good for that one, then. We'll see about cinematography. That might hold up. And West Side Story, I think, just adapted screenplay is the only one that's missed for. Drive My Car got in instead. And then Worst Person in the World for original screenplay, I don't know who was calling that. Not me. Definitely not me. Let's see. Otherwise, in costume design, House of Gucci and French Dispatch missing. Cyrano getting in. Yeah. I just had Cyrano just getting nothing. Otherwise, I don't know. In Canto and Parallel Mothers, I was kind of bored with in those score nomination predictions, but I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, King Richard so far is, well, the score nomination I knew was going to be, maybe not a Hail Mary, but definitely was going to be a tougher one to get into. Let's see, otherwise those short categories are frickin' me over again, as always. I don't know, anymore, just put in the 100-to-1 bets. You're better off than going with the expected nominees. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, sound, Quiet Place missing. I don't know. I thought that one was looking a little more secure there. And I took Belfast out, even though I had it in all year, just on a whim that I thought it might disappoint today. But so far, it's hanging in there. And then Power of the Dog getting into sound. Yeah, that one... Is that not in... I think just costume design is the only tech category it's not in so far. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, which we knew that one was going to be a little tougher for it, but yeah, we'll see if it gets into production design over French Dispatch or one of those. But yeah, so far French Dispatch is looking at just the production design nomination now, and Desplat, man, he's kind of turned into one of those there. And okay, yeah, so my original first thoughts with Being the Ricardos, after it had started to take off a little bit, I said, well, let's watch out for Sorkin in screenplay. He doesn't always get in. I don't know why I don't know. It just felt like in that category especially, it was like we didn't really have, we didn't really have that secure a 5th place nominee there, so it felt like Being the Ricardos was just going to be fine, but not so much. Not so much. Let's see. Anyways, they're talking with a costume designer for West Side Story, I believe, or somebody here. Let's see. So otherwise, is anything overperforming right now? I think Lost Daughter, that might be the one that gets that 10th Best Picture nomination now, I'm thinking. Unless Being the Ricardos just gets the 3 actors in and picture. And we'll see about Javier Bardem. Otherwise, Dune hasn't missed anything yet. So yeah, Belfast made up for the Balfe nomination with Judi Dench getting in. and it didn't miss screenplay, which, yeah, that would have been a real head scratcher. That would have been like kind of like Mank last year when that one missed. That would have been like, whoa, what? What else can we talk? Again, without getting into the short categories, which I don't have. I didn't listen to a ton of press on that one, but yeah, Long Goodbye was the only one I got right in the live action short, and then in the animated short, Windshield Wiper was the only one I got right. Okay, at least 2 that I put down as maybes got in. Sometimes I put down like 5 maybes in those short categories, and like none of those get in. Only 1 or 2 of my predictions get in. The rest are ones I have to write down the names real quick. Okay, are they getting back to it now? Here we go. I think we're back. So that was good timing. Thanks, guys. Alright, we'll see where they go next.
This morning is a moment each nominee will never forget. Not that I would know what an Oscar nomination is like, but a boy can dream.
Oh, Leslie and a girl can dream too.
For those hunker-downers just joining us, good morning!
Good morning! And for those who have been watching, welcome back! Alright, now it is time for the rest of the Oscar nominations.
Okay, where are we going to go first?
Including the big one at the end for Big Picture. Here are the nominees for Achievement in Film Editing.
Okay, here we go. Give me Belfast.
Don't Look Up.
Shit!
Dune.
What did I just say?
King Richard.
Thank God! Finally!
Power of the Dog.
Okay, not Licorice Pizza.
And Tick Tick Boom.
Okay, so maybe that makes up for the
Why,
makes up for the sound nomination then. So I think it's probably still looking at 3 nominations then.
Well, thank you, Tracy.
So Belfast in editing is like the only one it's missed so far.
Everyone up for
And for your Best Picture potential frontrunner, that's a big one to miss. So keep that in mind.
I did this all myself.
You did?
And yeah, I think Power of the Dog is kind of overperforming so far. Makeup.
To America.
I have that one.
Cruella.
Where the fuck is it?
Dune.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Thank you. Is Gucci gonna get nothing?
House of Gucci.
Oh, okay. So not Suicide Squad. Okay, I'll take 4 out of 5 and Coming to America. I got that one right.
A huge movie fan coming to us from Tampa.
A huge movie fan.
Buccaneers fan?
Well, to me,
Brady's left, by the way.
Leslie.
In case you didn't hear that.
The WWE superstar who established the award-winning Thaddeus M. Bullard Academy at Slide
Okay.
Middle Magnet School. The Academy's mission is to serve economically disadvantaged students by providing them with a first-class education and creating a wonderful culture of positivity.
I don't think I know who this
Here
is. Titus
Titus
O'Neil.
O'Neil.
Okay, what's he got? Score? Or a song, I mean?
Tracy and Leslie.
Or effects?
To read the names of the nominees in this next category is a fellow movie lover, 8th grade track star, high honor roll student Courtney Anderson, who loves the entire Twilight movie series.
Oh.
Courtney, take it away.
She should be
Here
disqualified.
are the nominees for the Best Animated Feature Film. Encanto, Flea, Luca,
Okay.
The Mitchells versus the Machines,
Don't tell me they put Raya in there.
and Raya and the Lost Dragon.
God, I was so hoping I would get that prediction correct, that they wouldn't go 3 Disney Pixar. Oh well. Fuck you guys.
So thanks to Titus.
God, I thought that was going to be a great call I had all year. Never mind.
Joining us.
And now, here are the nominees for Achievement in Music Original Song.
Okay. Here we go.
Be Alive from King Richard.
Thank you.
Dos Oruguitas from Encanto.
Come on, give me Guns Go Bang.
Down to Joy from
I
Belfast.
took that one out.
No Time to Die from No Time to
Oh,
Die.
come on, guys.
And Somehow You Do from Four Good Days.
The category is Best Documentary Short. Oh, you're making it in the short category.
Man, that is disappointing. Guns Go Bang didn't make it in. And I put Just Look Up back in, and I didn't have it in hardly all year.
Subject.
And, yeah.
Audible.
Okay.
Lead Me Home. The Queen of Basketball. 3 Songs for Ben Azir. And When We Were Bullies.
Sorry.
And now
I
here are
got
the
2 of
nominees
those.
for Best Documentary Feature. Ascension.
Uh-oh.
Attica. Flea. Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution.
Finally, that's a front runner that gets in.
And
There you go. Okay, now we're getting into somebody who's got a little, shares my taste a little better.
From Times Square, here are the nominees for achievement in visual effects.
Okay.
Down below, please.
Thank you for having some sense of humor about
Dune,
it. Good. Give me Godzilla.
Free Guy,
Never mind.
No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
So no Matrix, no Godzilla.
Thank you so much to all the firefighters, paramedics, and
Okay, we're done with this page, so I'm going to put this off to the side for now.
every time you drive by, I say, hello, firefighters. I really do. Next up, the nominees for achievement in cinematography.
Okay, 7 categories left.
Dune,
Oh, come on! You're not skipping Belfast again. You sons of bitches.
The Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Okay, otherwise I got the other 4. And I'm glad I got Nightmare Alley in there.
Nominees for achievement in production design.
Okay, Dune again, probably. Good.
Nightmare Alley.
Oh, they fucking totally skipped over French
Tragedy of
Dispatch.
Macbeth, and West Side Story.
Oh, come on, guys. I didn't like it that much, but the production design, you're seriously going to skip over?
Are you wearing some?
Never mind, it wasn't their movie.
Because I'm hunkered down, doesn't mean I can't dress up.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in some of these selections.
International
Okay,
feature film.
let's see if I can get these
Drive
5.
My Car, Japan.
I think so.
Flee, Denmark.
We'll see about a hero.
The Hand of God, Italy. Luana, a yak in the classroom.
Ah, I had that one as a possibility, though.
And the worst person in the
So
world.
just a hero missed. Okay, I got 4 out of 5.
Stealing all my lines.
Doing a little better with
There's one for
these
you.
last 3 categories.
Let's head to Ira Aldridge Theater at Howard University.
Here we go,
in
4
Washington,
nominations left.
where we have a special presenter. Felicia Rashad is Dean of the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts and joins us.
Did they
with
just
some of
rename
her
that, or is
students.
there another
Hello.
Chadwick? Maybe Chadwick A. Boseman is someone
Hello, and thank
else,
you,
but
Leslie and Tracy, all of our students here.
it just says
I'm
Chadwick
so
Boseman
inspired
School.
by Chadwick
So
Boseman, a Howard grad who was so committed to this university. And as you know, Chadwick was nominated last year.
okay, it is. They
And
renamed it
we
after
are
him.
so honored
Okay,
to announce
That's
the
fair.
nominees in this category. Speaking on behalf of the students who are with us today is a senior who's receiving his BFA in acting, John Woods III.
The nominees for performance by an actor in a leading role are
okay, appropriate to give him that category.
Javier Bardem,
Okay.
being the Ricardo,
Okay, I think I got a shot here.
Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog,
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick,
Okay,
Boom,
give me Will Smith and Denzel.
Will Smith in King Richard, and Denzel Washington.
Finally, 5 out of 5. Took me a while, but I got them. And that's a great lineup, by the way. All 5 of them are really good. Really good. Especially Cumberbatch and Smith. And Garfield's really great, too. And Denzel's always good.
Nominees for performance by
I don't mean to leave out
actors.
Bardem. he's really good, too. Give me Chastain.
Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Okay, Coleman.
Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter.
Okay. Gaga.
Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers.
Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos.
Oh, I think Lady Gaga missed.
And Kristen Stewart.
Ooh, they went back to Kristen Stewart. Gaga's not in.
Just 2 more categories left.
Ooh, they looked over their beloved Gaga, guys. What are you going to do now? I know some people were saying she's the front runner after she got into BAFTA.
Kenneth Branagh, Belfast.
Thank you.
Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car.
Thank you.
Paul Thomas Anderson,
Good.
Licorice Pizza.
Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog.
And Steven Spielberg, West Side Story.
I don't believe it. They looked over Dune.
Finally, the big one.
I don't
The nominees
believe
for
it.
Best Picture.
Denis Villeneuve. How does he miss?
Laura Berwick, Kenneth Branagh.
Okay, I think Ricardo's is out of picture.
And Tamar Thomas
Well, who gets in then? Drive My Car?
Coda, Philippe Rousselet.
I got a little bit of time left to find out.
Diafermi, and Patrick Waxberger, producers.
Don't Look Up, Adam McKay and Kevin Messick, producers.
Drive My Car,
think Dune is still in, but...
Dune.
Yep.
Mary Parent, Denis Villeneuve, and Cale Boiter. Producers.
King Richard,
Okay.
Tim White, Trevor White, and Will Smith, producers.
Licorice Pizza, Sarah Murphy, Adam Somner, and Paul Thomas Anderson, producers.
Nightmare Alley.
Whoa, that's a big comeback for that film.
Bradley Cooper,
Wow, I didn't think it was really going to have that great a chance.
Jane Campion,
So, Tick Tick Boom missed for picture?
Tanya Segachian, Emil Sherman, Ian Canning, and Roger Frappier, producers.
I think that's the most producers on a film this year.
And West Side Story. Steven
They looked
Spielberg
over
and
Tick Tick
Kristen
Boom.
Stewart.
Wow, I thought that one was a very popular one, but... And interesting, it gets an editing nomination, but not
10
picture.
Great Best Picture nominees. Everybody, please make sure to watch the Oscars.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, well, what's our leading story this morning? Boy, there's a lot of options here. Quite a few missed opportunities, I think, for me with some of these predictions. Like I had Spielberg in for a little while there, and I just thought he was going to miss just because West Side Story was going to be a little shaky here. And really, I think the only one it missed that I had it in for was adapted screenplay, which I knew it was going to be, those musicals sometimes do struggle in that category. Tick Tick Boom, we knew, yeah, that one was going to be a little tougher there. Let me see here. So, otherwise, did it miss anything? Otherwise, I don't think so. And we'll count up the nominees here in a minute, but maybe Power of the Dog leads, because Denis Villeneuve missing for director for Dune. That's got to be frustrating. That's got to be absolutely frustrating for a lot of fans out there because, look, it wasn't my favorite film of the year. I don't know if I definitely see the argument for putting him in for director though, and I would probably, without having seen Licorice Pizza, Drive Car, or West Side Story, I would say probably he gets in so far among the group there, and would certainly be deserving alongside Belfast and Power of the Dog with director there. Yeah, so that's like the only category it missed, and strangely enough, that one carried over from BAFTA, which is very weird. Even though, and Kristen Stewart, who's been, okay, so that SAG rule and missing BAFTA rule to come back at the Oscars, maybe we should be a little more serious with that. Because I thought, especially after BAFTA, I was like, okay, that one feels less and less likely. Otherwise, okay, Licorice Pizza, okay, that's a weird one now, where it does. I thought it for sure was going to get an acting nomination, but it has no acting nomination, and it's in picture, director, screenplay, and I think did it miss editing as well? Where's my one for that? Yeah, it missed editing as well. Did that have just the 3 nominations, or am I looking over one? I'll count these up in a few minutes here. We'll get to that. Otherwise, being the Ricardos, I think disappointed this morning. Even though it got the 3 acting nominations, just to score in those categories alone with no screenplay or picture, that's got to be a little disappointing for Amazon and company. Let's see. Otherwise, has Apple gotten a Best Picture in yet? Because I think this is their first one, otherwise, with Coda. And Coda, I think, is maybe a very slight disappointment because it didn't get Marlee Matlin in there. Otherwise, we knew the adapted screenplay and supporting actor. We knew those ones were pretty solid. Let's see. Otherwise, Nightmare Alley getting in for picture, though, that's a little bit of a surprise because that one I thought was really waning in the last stretch here because it was kind of all over the place at the guilds, missed PGA, DGA. Did get a SAG nomination, but otherwise, yeah, it's in for cinematography, it's in for production design, and I believe costume design, alongside picture, and I think those are the only 4. Let me see here. But yeah, the Tick Tick Boom performance is very interesting. It misses picture, but still gets actor, and gets editing, where it was a little tougher to get into that one. I mean, editing, that's where, Licorice Pizza missed there, West Side Story missed there. Belfast missed there. It got in over fucking Belfast? I don't know. That's very questionable to me. But King Richard, I'm glad I got that call for editing, so that's one brownie point I get. Okay. And Belfast missing for cinematography. That's, yeah, missing editing and cinematography. I know in the old days, yeah, the editing rule was the big thing with picture. Yeah, I think this is Power of the Dogs to lose as of this morning, because that really did not falter. It didn't miss anywhere. It got into some categories that I wasn't necessarily thinking it was either strong in, or it was close, but I just had it missing just on a fluke thing. Like cinematography, yeah, that one I probably should have kept. But I would have dropped Nightmare Alley, though, so I would have gotten one wrong regardless there, because I had Belfast from the start. Okay, so production design, cinematography, editing for Power of the Dog. Let's see. Otherwise, screenplay, which we knew, picture we knew, director we knew. We got the 2 supporting actors, actor and supporting actress, and score. That's already at 11, so it looks like that's beating Dune. Yeah, from my early ones. And then Power of the Dog getting into sound is also 12. So I believe that's the most there. So yeah, that one overperformed even from my estimates. I think I had it at 7 or 8 originally, but I bumped it up to 9 after I put Jesse Plemons in. So even then, it's overperforming. So I believe that's our leading nominee this morning is Power of the Dog with 12. Otherwise, Dune, I think it got everything else. So that's settled with 10. Yeah, we'll get into them more here. Who else do we want to talk about? How about Best Actress? That has been a very competitive category from the start. Penelope Cruz, okay, when I heard the rumblings that this one has been kind of a late hitter, I was like, okay, maybe I should have just kept her in. Because everybody started dropping her after, I think after she wasn't on the BAFTA long list, and then she didn't get in at SAG, which was expected, because again, they don't usually go for those foreign language performances. So yeah, that one was one where I was like, yeah, I probably should have known that. But Kristen Stewart sticking around, I'm certainly I'm glad to see that one, because I think that's a great performance. Nicole Kidman, yes, and Gaga missing, yeah. That's so much for so many of those folks out there. Sorry guys, not this time. But yeah, I thought especially she was the only one to connect with BAFTA and with SAG and Critics' Choice and Globes. So yeah, we don't have any that carry over across all the precursors. Because Chastain and Coleman and Kidman all missed BAFTA. Penelope Cruz missed everything and just got at the Oscars. So yeah, she's kind of with Judi Dench this morning. And then Kristen Stewart missed SAG and the BAFTAs. So yeah, we don't have that. We don't have it. So So who the winner is going to be kind of tough, because BAFTA can now go whatever direction they want, whether it's the gal from Worst Person in the World, or they could go a few other choices there. They could go Gaga if they want to, even though House of Gucci didn't do all that great. And it did. I think House of Gucci is probably one of your biggest disappointments this morning, other than maybe French Dispatch, which got totally shut out. Yeah, that one I had for 4. It got 1. It got makeup, which other than maybe costume design, I thought, okay, if it's going to miss anything, I thought Jared Leto would be the first to go. And then I don't know if I would have put Gaga as the second most vulnerable of the nominations. I probably would have said, if anything, I might have said makeup, because there could have been a few other choices in that category. Wow, okay. I think, by the way, Belfast I did have in for, I took it out for song and I took it out for sound, and it got those 2 back. So I think that one actually performed right where I thought it would with 7. But I'll count those up in a minute here, because I got Judi Dench again over Catcher in a Balcony. But yeah, we'll start counting these in a minute here or two. But what else do we want to talk about here? We talked about a few others here, but yeah, I got the only category I got perfect was actor. Yeah, Denis Villeneuve missing for director. That's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. And that's even though again I'm not the biggest fan of Dune. Wow, because that's a big visual thing. He's a European director, which I guess Brana's, I forget, Jane Campion is Australian, if I recall. Or is she American? One of the two. Otherwise, Drive My Car, finally I get one of those director nominations correct for a foreign language film. Though that one I thought was a pretty easy miss for Best Picture. It's in over Tick, Tick, Boom. It's in over Being the Ricardos. Wow. Okay, so that one ended up with 3 nominations? Or 4. Because it got screenplay, it got picture, director, and international. So that ended up with 4. So that had a really good day today, I think. Doubled my expectations. let's see here. Let me flip the page here. And we talked about screenplay. Animated feature, I got 4 out of 5. And I was going to go to my grave saying Raya and the Last Dragon was not going to get in because they weren't going to go 3 Pixar / Disney. But I guess those are words to die by. Otherwise, A Hero missed an international. That was my only one. And Lunana, when it said Yak in the Classroom, again, I was like, just that title might stick out to some voters. So I thought that one had a possibility of getting in. Let me see. Otherwise, the editing category, yeah, Don't Look Up, I knew was going to be close there. So again, in another world, I might have taken out either King Richard or Licorice Pizza for that one. So I could have been close on that one, but oh well. Let me see here. So Don't Look Up, I think, has 5 with picture, screenplay, editing, score. No, just those 4, right? Okay, so I had it correct. I just had one. I had it in for song and it missed there. But again, my early thought on that after I heard the song was, okay, there is some kind of vulgar language in there. So I'm like, sometimes those song nominees, the song branch, music branch, doesn't appreciate that. Like Blame Canada is one of the rare exceptions. Hustle and Flow, I think, did have some language in there as well. That song, Hard Out Here for a Pimp or whatever. But it's like those are like the 2 exceptions I can think of that were more like that. Because, yeah, like Wuhan Flu last year didn't get in, stuff like that. I don't think that even was on the short list. Or maybe it was. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? Costume design with House of Gucci and French... Well, French Dispatch was kind of a late addition there. But I just thought maybe they would go for it. But they did not go for that one at all. House of Gucci in there for costume design. Or missing for costume design, rather. Yeah, they put Cyrano in instead. I think Cyrano, that's the only nomination it got. Because it didn't get the production design one. Which I thought was maybe an outside shot. But yeah, French Dispatch missing there. Instead, they go Power of the Dog, yeah, which is a period piece. So I mean, I get why they put it in. Let's see, score. I missed also French Dispatch. Wow. So yeah, I think other than Don't Look Up, I think those are the ones from the Globes for the nominees for score. I think. Let's see. Yeah, the song one was a little rougher because I took out Down to Joy. I probably should have kept that instead of Just Look Up. And Guns Go Bang, yeah, that would have been the most excited I was for a nominee getting in this morning. But yeah, you're lame. You're lame. That one didn't. I don't think that one even had any cuss words in it. It didn't have the explicit thing on Spotify when I listened to it again, so I doubt it. The makeup category, okay, Cruella got in, so that got 2 or 3 this morning because it's in for makeup and then it's in for costume design, which I had. I think just those 2, right? Okay, yeah, like I said, I'll start counting these up here in a minute, and then I'll get you the official numbers here. Very accurate, of course. Let's see. Otherwise, sound, yeah, we mentioned, yeah, Quiet Place. Tick, Tick, Boom, if it was, yeah, once it missed for sound, I was like, okay. But then it got in for editing, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's safe for Best Picture, but not so much. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about real quick? Effects, yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, I actually put in kind of last minute, because it did okay at the Visual Effects Guild, but also I thought... Remember back to Kong Skull Island getting in. I was like, okay, that would kind of make sense. Plus, it was early. It was one of the first films coming into the year in the pandemic era there where it was like, hey, it actually had a decent performance actually at the box office. I know it was on HBO Max the same day and stuff, but that was kind of the first one to start bringing box office back. So I thought, okay, well, maybe that. But it's like, yeah, they just preferred, yeah. Now, Free Guy, I don't mind that one because I like that movie a little bit. And the effects I thought were decent. I mean, not perfect, but Spider-Man, I also thought the same thing. I'm like, the effects were a little wonky, so I didn't think they were going to go with that one. I kind of had that, yeah, Fantastic Beasts kind of feeling with that one. I was correct with Shang-Chi, though. So, yeah, so Matrix got nothing. No Time to Die, I think, just got the 3 I had it for. Sound effects and song, I believe. Right? Yeah, just those 3. Okay. Otherwise, okay, real quick, let's talk about, okay, our surprise inclusions or whatever. Are there any that we're over the moon about? I go right to Jessie Buckley, who was the first nominee. As soon as they said her name first, I was like, oh, okay, even though I knew it was Catriona Balfe that was out, who I easily would have probably put in over Dench. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, I haven't seen West Side Story, so I can't say anything about Ariane DeBose yet. But Kirsten Dunst and Ajan Ellis, I'm like, yep, they should be in for sure. Jessie Buckley, yes, I would have definitely put her in. Yeah, so that one I'm so happy about because she deserves to be a nominee for absolutely, and yeah, she's great in the film, and I think she is the standout there. Better than I think she's better than the screenplay, better than Olivia Colman for me, for my vote personally. So, let's see. Otherwise, I'm not. I don't think J.K. Simmons is on that level, but seeing him get in and getting his second nomination here, I'm glad. I'm glad for him because I think he does have some really good scenes in that film. I think he's a worthy nominee there. So I'm glad I took Bradley Cooper out because I just thought at the end, okay, I thought they'd go Lena Headey there for their Licorice Pizza acting nominee, but they ended up getting no acting nominations, which is weird because the only other times that's happened for a PTA film, it's been Punch Drunk Love, which got skunked, and Inherent Vice, which we knew was very much going to struggle, obviously not only in the acting categories, but for picture, director, other ones there as well. I think it only got, costume design and screenplay that year? I believe it was just those two. Okay, otherwise, surprise inclusions. Worst Person in the World kind of mixes up that original screenplay category. Let's see here. Otherwise, Lunana, that's, okay, that was one. I guess Tick Tick Boom and editing, I definitely, I can see where that nomination came from, because there's definitely moments in that where the editing definitely sticks out. So I'm like, okay, that's a worthy, I think it's definitely a worthy nominee from what I've seen so far, having not seen Licorice Pizza or West Side Story yet, but yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily say it's better than the editing in like Belfast. Definitely not cinematography wise. I would say Belfast should be in there because it looks great in black and white, and there's also really good, interesting shots and stuff too. It's not just because it's black and white. Let's see here. Otherwise, let's see here. This is the last page here for good inclusions. Trying to think what else, because yeah, that's probably I go to Jessie Buckley and J.K. Simmons first. Okay, so yeah, if I counted correctly, we'll start with Power of the Dog, which I do believe does lead nominations with 12. So I'm going to name these off again: picture, director, actor, supporting actress, 2 supporting actors, adapted screenplay. That's already up to 7 in the top 8 categories. So you couldn't ask for much better than that. Then it's in for cinematography, it's in for editing, it's in for production design. That gets it to 10. Score makes 11, and sound makes 12. There you go. Wow. Okay, so I think we'll see if they get, as far as the overall prognosis here, wow, that looks like it's really tough to beat that one now. Even Dune, which we thought, okay, maybe on a weird whim, I don't know for Best Picture win, but certainly like maybe for director win, maybe, for getting a lot of those tech category wins. Well, that conversation gets shot right in the fucking foot now that Denis Villeneuve's out, which is probably, that's up there with, like, I don't know if I would put there quite up there for me personally with, like, Guns Go Bang not getting in, or, personally, I'm a Sorkin fan, so being the Ricardos not getting in is a little disappointing for me. Not getting Catcher in a Balfe in is a little disappointing. Let me see here. For me personally, I would put Being the Ricardos up there with like probably in the top 5 for me this year from films I've seen. So that one not getting a picture nomination is a little disappointing for me. Belfast not getting into cinematography is disappointing. Belfast not in editing is a little disappointing. French Dispatch not getting production design or score, very disappointing for me. Because again, even though I've said it many times, I don't overall recommend the movie, but I thought, as far as craft goes, especially in production design, yes, that should be in, and score definitely should be in. So that is a frustrating overlook, I think, on the Academy's part for me. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, the Guns Go Bang is probably the only other one where I'm like, okay, come on, you guys are fucking idiots for not putting that in. For me personally, but yeah. Okay, let's see here. Who do we want to? I think Dune is next with 10, if I'm counting correctly. Because that has picture, it has the screenplay nomination, which is weird how it's, gets all this stuff but misses director. Then it has cinematography, it does have editing, it has costume design, production design, gets it to 6, score gets it to 7, makeup gets it to 8, sound gets it to 9, visual effects gets it to 10. Yep, there you go. So I think Belfast would be, it's either Belfast or Yeah, I think Belfast is next, and that has 7, if I recall. Picture, director, supporting actor, supporting actress, original screenplay gets it to 5, and then it's missing for a little while. Song gets it to 6, and sound gets it to 7. There you go. So I had the right number, I just missed a couple of categories. And 1 it did get into, but I picked the wrong candidate. Okay, otherwise, West Side Story's up there too. That one might have 8. Let me look here. Picture, director, supporting actress. Let's see, cinematography, costume design, production design gets it to 6. Sound gets it to 7. Okay, that has 7. Okay, that's right where I thought it would be at too. So I think the only thing was I had it in for screenplay. It missed there. I had it missing director, but Spielberg got in. So there you go, Spielberg. There's your 6 decades now, right? 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands, aughts. Yeah, aughts, sorry. Instead, let me do that again. 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts, 10s, 20s. There you go. 6 decades. I think, again, I believe he's the first director to do that in Oscar history. So... and I am looking forward to seeing the film eventually, because it's out of my area now. I think Licorice Pizza is still hanging around, so maybe in the next couple days I'll get to Licorice Pizza since that's still playing. Okay, I think King Richard would be next, wouldn't it? Because it didn't quite perform like I thought it would, but it still had a pretty good day. Picture, actor, supporting actress, original screenplay, editing makes 5, and song makes 6. So I think the only one it missed was score for my prediction. So I had that one touted to do pretty well there. So maybe just one slight thing. Otherwise, that got everything I had it down for. Okay, otherwise we've got I think Don't Look Up has 4, and we counted those. Because that's picture, screenplay. It did miss the acting categories, which I predicted. Missed director, yeah. Again, most everybody I think had it doing that. Got in for editing, and then I think score was the only other one, so that's 4. Drive My Car, we mentioned, that has 4. With picture, director, screenplay, and international feature. Let's see, I think Nightmare Alley would also get 4. With picture, I think that's probably of the best picture nominees, that's our biggest surprise. And again, I was a little. I think I'm a little critical of some parts of the film, but I think it's a worthy nominee. By all means, again, from what I've seen, I would probably say if it's not in the top 10, it's really close for me personally. So that one got picture, cinematography, costume design, and production design, and I believe it missed everything else. Yeah, if I had known it was going to be a picture nominee, I might have put it in for. I don't know if I would have put it in for screenplay. I would have definitely considered it more so. I would have thought maybe there'd be a weird thing, because Cooper had the 2, when you have 2 nominations like that, or 2 films like that, 2 roles that are in likely Best Picture, contenders, at least that's what we thought at the beginning of the year. Then we thought, okay, maybe just text only for Nightmare Alley. But, yeah, then that one kind of bounced back with a picture nomination for sure. Let's see, Coda, we mentioned, had 3, with supporting actor, screenplay, and film. Licorice Pizza, I think, only got the 3. So, just with picture, director, and screenplay. I'm going to look again here, because it's getting no support from tech categories. I'm sorry, even for that screenplay category, that makes me question that a little bit, because even if the techs aren't behind it, that makes it a little tougher to win some of those top categories sometimes, unless it's a clear favorite, which it might end up being. I don't know, but at least off the vote this morning, I'm a little questioning on how that one's going to do. Let's see here, what else? That's all 10 of the Best Picture nominees. Let's see here, Being the Ricardos, I think, just got the 3 acting nominees. Let's see. Otherwise, Tragedy of Macbeth got the 3 we had it for, with actor, production design, and cinematography. Let me see here. Spencer only got the 1 for actress. Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers got a couple, with score and with actress. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter got 3, with screenplay, supporting actress, and actress. Okay, otherwise, worst person in the world got a couple. We're just naming, just the ones that have multiple. With international feature and original screenplay, which is a big surprise in that category, because once they skipped over being the Ricardos, I'm like, okay, it's probably Parallel Mothers then, because again, I kind of heard that one had a last minute surge there with screeners and stuff. No, they went with really off the beaten track with that one. Flea, I believe, got the 3 we had it down for, so that's Oscar history there for that one, with international doc feature and animated feature. Let's see, anything else? Encanto got 2 with score and animated feature, which originally I had it down for the 2, yeah. Let's see here, otherwise... Tick Tick Boom only ended up getting the 2 with editing and actor. And I think Netflix has got to be a little disappointed with not getting that picture nomination. I thought, I wasn't saying in the bag, but I thought definitely the passion that a lot of people had for that film, I thought that would definitely help it, but not enough. Cruella got 2. Sorry. Cyrano just got the 1. Okay, otherwise, let me see here. Or no, Encanto got 3. It had the song nomination too. That's right. Let's see what else. No Time to Die, I believe. Yep, we mentioned that one got the 3. Let me see. Eyes of Tammy Faye got 2. That's right. So I would say with that makeup, okay, here, interesting. Let me look back here. Are any of the actress nominees up for Best Picture? I don't think they are. None of them are. Okay. Because arguably, that was maybe a point that some people brought up with Frances last year. I believe, was she the only one in a Best Picture nominee last year? I thought she was. I'm going to look here really quick. Because, yeah, Ma Rainey's missed. Yeah, she was... no. Carey Mulligan was... Yeah, duh. She was in Best Picture, of course. Let me go here. Really quick, let me just see... Do I have my numbers right? Because I'm sure this is correct already. Nope, they haven't... some of these sites haven't put up most nominees yet. Let's see. Wank-ass Oscar bait. I remember that was up here on Wikipedia for half a second. After that one for Best Picture. No, they haven't done anything like that quite yet. Let's see what else. So yeah, I was going to get to, we'll get to our very early thoughts on who wins each category, by the way, too. And then we might be done after that, because I don't know what else. I think I've mentioned everything else I want to mention here. Let's see. Spider-Man only got the 1, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 films with multiple nominations, which is about what we had last year. I think it was 20 or 21, 22, somewhere in that range. Yeah, so for my predictions, I think, based on my expectations, Dune ever so slightly, I think, underperformed, missing that director nomination. Hang on. Ugh, sorry. Weird, I took the allergy pill like almost an hour ago now, and it's still not quite kicking in for everything yet. Power of the Dog overperformed. I had it for 9. It got 12. So that one, yeah, that's really, really strong performance from them. Belfast and West Side Story, right where I had them at 7. Again, maybe not exactly the right categories, but yeah, that was about it. King Richard, I had at 7. So again, by my expectation, a very, very, very slight disappointment. But even then, I knew the score category, that one I knew was going to be a really long shot. So that one probably arguably should be right where it's at. Don't Look Up, I had getting 3. Did I have it getting 3 or 4? I had it getting 4, so that's right on target. Again, maybe not every last prediction was correct. Drive My Car overperformed maybe by slight expectations, because some people did have in for Screenplay over either Dune or over West Side Story. And some, I don't know, I think there were a couple people that still had it in for picture. I did not. Nightmare Alley definitely, I think, as far as the number of nominations, overperformed, because I only had it down for the 2, in cinematography and production design. But getting the costume design, which I had it in for a little while but took it out, and getting that picture nomination sure makes that one look pretty good there. At least, you know, from where expectations were, like, I don't know, a month ago, after, especially maybe a little over a month ago, after it missed everything at the Globes. I was like, ooh, that's text only now. And then it did, though, to be fair, it did okay, and it did, I don't know how it's going to do for as far as wins, but for nominations at the Critics' Choice, it got director there and stuff. So I was like, okay, then I thought, okay, maybe it is back on track. And then SAG, it still got some support, but I was like, yeah, that one I didn't have getting anything at SAG. And then BAFTA, I once it missed a lot of those long list stuff, I was like, okay, it probably is text only now. So, okay, Coda, again, ever so slightly by my expectations, did underperform, missing Marley Matlin. Let's see, Licorice Pizza, I think, underperformed. I had it getting 5, but it only ended up with Picture Director Screenplay. And then Being the Ricardos, I think, did underperform, especially in regards to expectations as far as picture. Yeah, that's an underperformance. And missing screenplay, too. Yeah. Tragic Macbeth, right where we had it. Parallel Mothers, I took out of everything, so that one, okay. Lost Daughter, I think, did. Getting Jessie Buckley in was better than expected. Worst Person in the World getting a screenplay. I don't know who called that, but good job if you did. In Canto, I probably should have kept it in for score, otherwise I just had it getting the 2. No Time to Die, right where we had it. Eyes of Tammy Faye, right where I had it. Tick, Tick, Boom, I think, also missing picture as an underperformance. And, God dang it, sorry. And then, yeah, Tick, Tick, Boom, yeah, missing picture is definitely not great for them. So I think, as far as who wins, yeah, let's go over that real quick. Try to get all this crap cleared out of my throat. Let's see, for picture, I think you got to go Power of the Dog early. Belfast, now here's the thing, if Power of the Dog just starts sweeping and it turns into Boyhood where the voters just get kind of bored with it, and Belfast, I think, is probably the next best bet to come back and win, unless they want to go West Side Story, which really, other than editing, it's not missing anything, because it does have the director nomination. The only other thing it's missing that I think would be a little bit better support would be screenplay, of course, but yeah, otherwise, because otherwise Belfast is missing a couple of those key tech categories with cinematography and editing, which, God dang it. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. I'm trying to think what else could be primed to upset there. King Richard got the editing nomination, but for picture, a win? That's a long shot. Yeah, so you just got to look at it, and it's like, okay, nothing else on the surface looks like it has everything, traditionally speaking, to, God damn it to hell. God, fuck my allergies. I swear to God, I'm going to kill myself. No, not really. Just be rid of allergies, I'll just off myself. No, that's a terrible joke. We're not, no. Anyhow, but yeah, I don't know what else to put in there for upsetting, because... yeah, again, by the old rules, Belfast would be out without getting the editing category. Let me see here. In director, you got to go Jane Campion, especially with arguably her closest competition in Denis Villeneuve missing. Yeah, then it kind of leaves her, unless Brana wants to upset, but I really don't see that happening. Let's see, an actor, it's probably going to come down to Will Smith or Benedict if Power of the Dog does that rare... Again, I'm not saying the sweep. I'm not saying sweep for that one, no. So unless it does go into a very old-fashioned sweep mode, we'll see. And Benedict, I think some people are talking about he might come back and win at BAFTA. Otherwise, Will Smith might just win everything else. And I think, especially with it getting the editing nomination, I think King Richard is strong enough. I think it will get the win there for Will Smith. In actress, now that none of them are into Best Picture... that kind of clears it up. I think it's going to be a battle between Nicole Kidman and Jessica Chastain now. And Chastain, I think makeup, I think a lot of people are leaning more on Tammy Faye now. So I think makeup and an acting win, I think those two can line up. So I would say I'm going to give advantage this morning to Jessica Chastain. In supporting actor, I think it's Cody Smith-McPhee, especially with Jared Leto out. Again, I think it's what we were talking about the other day with Troy Kutzer. If he just kind of gets on a win there on supporting actor at SAG when he has the ensemble nomination versus Power of the Dog does not. Yeah, and I think Power of the Dog, the only thing it really missed through the season was that ensemble nomination. So, yeah. Let's see here. Otherwise, supporting actress, Ariana DeBose, you got to give the frontrunner status, and I really don't think anything this morning made me think otherwise there. Original screenplay with the Ricardos out, it's probably still Licorice Pizza or Belfast to win there. I would give advantage to Licorice Pizza, even though it did miss the acting categories. And editing. Adapted screenplay, I'd say Power of the Dog is probably just by default right now. But again, I don't know. Again, unless there's so much passion for Coda, they could put it in over that. But I think you got to go Power of the Dog there. Animated feature, Encanto has the most nominations. The only one other than Flea to get multiple nominations here. So you got to go Encanto to start. Let's see. I would say for doc feature, even though it has more nominations, I don't know if Flea is necessarily the frontrunner. I would say Summer of Soul probably is the more popular one of the bunch there. That one I'll put as frontrunner to begin. We'll see. I might flip to somewhere else there. International feature's got to be Drive My Car. That's got to be probably done after that. Cinematography, it's going to come down to Dune or... unless there's a passion vote for Tragic Macbeth there, but I think Dune probably wins that one. Film editing with Dune out of director, I wonder if something like Power of the Dog maybe actually comes back to win that. But I would say Dune frontrunner for now. Costume design, I would say with House of Gucci out, which I originally had winning this category. We might see if it kind of performs like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which won an acting prize and a tech prize. I would say, actually right now I'm going to say advantage West Side Story with Cruella being the close second because Cruella is a little more personable with its costumes and stuff. Production design, I would say even though Dune is probably favored here, I think Nightmare Alley actually might win that one. With the picture nomination, it might go 0 for 4, but I'm going to actually say I'm going to put Nightmare Alley out front early on that one. But Dune is a close second. Score with Desplat out. I don't know if they're going to go Johnny Greenwood there. They might just stick around for Hans Zimmer and give that one to Dune. Song probably comes down to No Time to Die or Be Alive from King Richard. Makeup category, I would say Eyes of Tammy Faye right now because House of Gucci only getting that nomination with all the heavy prosthetics and stuff with Jared Leto and everything. Yeah, it's probably that one. It's probably Eyes of Tammy Faye or Dune if Dune goes into kind of a sweep factor in the tech categories. Sound category, probably Dune. Though West Side Story being the only musical in, because I had both Tick Tick Boom and West Side Story. With West Side Story being the only musical in the sound category, that might clear it up to get some more votes there. So I'll say Dune early with West Side Story definitely being close. Effects, Dune, probably done. In the animated short category, I can't remember who the frontrunner was here. But Windshield Wiper was the only one I had getting in. So that went around robin early here. In the doc short feature, or doc short category, I should say, 3 songs for Benazir. Yeah, that one probably is the leader right now. But Queen of Basketball looks like that would be a subject matter I think they might go with. So I'm going to go Queen of Basketball there. And then for live action short, Long Goodbye was the only one I think that was in the top 5, I think, on at least from Gold Derby from what I saw. That one was the only one in the top 5 to get in, so I'll go that one by default right now. Shows you how much they know. Okay, before I get snot all over the place anymore, we're going to close it there and say, okay, Academy, probably I have more disappointments than I have good inclusions. As far as accuracy, Best Actor is the only one that I'm really clinging to as a really good pat myself on the back moment. Otherwise, for getting them in, personally, I'm glad I got them in. I would say putting Hamaguchi in for director, even though it looked like it was becoming a little more obvious in the last few days there. Getting that one correct for me personally is a good pride point. Getting Jesse Plemons in for supporting actors, I get a little bit of points for that. I think a couple brownie points for that. What else? Anything else I want to take credit for? Not really. Man. I don't know. King Richard in editing, I guess, because that one was a little shakier. Anything else? Not really. Not really. No, nothing's coming to mind. Maybe Coming to America. I know that wasn't a super popular pick in makeup. Yeah, I would have been happier with Suicide Squad. That would have been a little more like, told you, but yay! Now we get, even though this one I know was a little more critically acclaimed than the last one. Boy, otherwise, yeah. I don't know. That's about it. All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take a little break here. We'll come back with I don't even know what the next thing is for awards for that stuff. I don't know which is next for as far as who we're going to predict for winners and stuff. I am not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure right now. Yeah, I don't know who's next because we've got a little ways to go before BAFTA and Critics' Choice, both of which are going to be in March. Oscars will be toward the end of March, as I recall. Let's see, SAG's going to be in March. So probably some of the guilds might be first. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, we'll take a little bit of break. We'll probably be back in a week or a little longer once we've had a little bit of time to sit with these nominees, and we'll figure out, okay, what looks good, what doesn't look good, all that stuff, and all that. Which all the overperform, underperform, all that stuff. Yep. Okay. So, otherwise, thanks for sticking around with me and my drainage and everything, and we'll see you guys next time.